Well, congratulations. If you are looking at this video, it means that you have a funnel set up, you have ads set up, and you're wanting to see how they're actually performing. The first thing that we can do is we can come into the ad account and have a look at our account overview. Now, I do like to do that because it gives you an understanding and it is an overview of how your account is doing as a whole. But you can come through and actually have a look at your campaigns, ad sets, and ads. And we're going to do that because we want to see how each of these is working individually. The first thing I want to point out is this up here. This allows us to choose our timing that we are looking at. If it's the first time that you're coming on, it's going to give you your lifetime results. However, if you choose just say last month, when you look at this again next time, it's going to give you the results from last month again. So if you come here and you notice your ads aren't feeding out, you don't panic. They are probably feeding out. You've probably just not selected the right month to look at or the right time to look at. The next thing I want to point out is we have the ability here to change this setup. So at the moment, it's giving me performance. So it's giving me my bid strategy, budget, results, reach, impression, all the way through. Facebook is giving me the results it thinks that I need in order to make an assessment on how my ads are performing. If I click down here, you'll see some presets that Facebook has allowed for us. So we can have a look at our delivery. So they are delivering the reach, the frequency. So how often are people seeing these ads? The cost per thousand impressions, and our cost per thousand impressions, so our CPM. We can have a look at our engagement and it will break down our post reactions, etc., etc. So these are some really good ones to go through and have a look at our presets. However, what if we wanted more insight or we wanted to see the results that are important to us? Well, we have the ability to come and customize our columns. So I'm just going to go and customize our column. And this is the campaign that I'm currently on. So I'm just going to delete all of these and start from fresh. For this client, things that are important to me are impressions. It's the reach. I'm also wanting to know what my results are. I want to know what the cost per result is. So what I'm going to do is have cost per result. I also want to know how much money I've spent. So spend, amount spent. For me in particular, I would like to know what my return on ad spend is. So this is an e-commerce campaign. I want to know my results. So my results are going to be how many sales I've made. I want to know what my return on ad spend is. So I'm going to ask it for an return on ad spend. We can see here it gives me total unique value cost. So I'm going to look for my total return on ad spend. And when that comes through, it's going to ask me my website purchases or mobile apps. I'm going to turn these two off. I also want to know what my purchase value is. So if I type in purchase, I can see here my purchases and I'm going to look at my purchase value. So I want to see how much money I have made and I'm going to apply this. And there we go. So I can see now my impressions, my reach, my results. I can see my cost per result. I can see the amount that I have spent, my return on ad spend. So for every $1 that I put in, I got $26 back on this campaign, $47 back on this campaign, which is fantastic. I can see that for the $385 I put in, I've made $10,000 back. For the $927 I put in there, I've made $43,000. Now, these were just ones that were clicked that I should have unclicked, but let me go through and customize those. I don't need to see that. I'm going to turn those off and apply. So when I come into this campaign, these are the results that I want to see. I don't really care about engagement. I don't care about any other results. For me, this is what's important. I don't want to have to come in here and do this every single time. So I have the ability to save this set. So I'm going to name this. And that way, anytime I come into this ad account, I can come through to performance, come through to this one, and there are the results that I am looking for. We also have the ability to go and have a look at our breakdown. Now, go and play with these. This is really fun to see how things are feeding out. We can have a look at our deliveries. We can target our age, so we can have a look at our age, and this will break down that age group that's purchasing. This gives me a really great idea on who it is that I should be targeting. Maybe I should be pulling money away from this 55 to 64 age group, because I'm noticing each time I don't have massive conversions. Most of my conversions are coming from this 25 to 54 age group. So potentially next time I create a new funnel, I will actually narrow that down to that age group specifically. We can also go and have a look at gender. This is going to tell me whether I should be targeting males or females for my future ads. We can come have a look at platform. Now, I like platform because this is going to tell me whether Instagram or Facebook is working better for me or my audience network. This is going to be key for if you are deciding whether you should be splitting your budget into Facebook or Instagram specific ads, or whether you should group them. You can also come through and have a look at things like actions. So what conversion device? What devices were people actually purchasing from? And this is purchase for me because I'm in a purchase funnel. But if this was just engagement or awareness, you'd be able to come through and do exactly the same thing. So all sorts of really cool things for you to come and have a look at. Don't be afraid to change these and play around and see what other breakdowns you can get for your ads. You're also able to do reporting from here. Unfortunately, generally I find that the reports that come from here are not very pretty. It's a spreadsheet with a lot of numbers and they can get confusing. I tend to use external reporting programs because it makes it very pretty. But the reality is you don't need that. You're able to get all your results directly from Facebook.